His professional record, 29 victories, 5 defeats with 8 wins by knockout. He comes to us from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Matt Embree. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He wears the powder blue trunks. He weighed in at 142 pounds. His record at 26 victories, 10 defeats, 9 big wins by knockout. From Dublin, California, introducing the Soul Assassin, Kevin Ross.
All right, gentlemen, we all want a good, clean, fair fight. Obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Now hook them up.
Steve Mazzagatti, final instructions. Both men go to the corners. We'll see the removal of the Moncon, a quick prayer, a breath to the hair. There it is. And the Moncon will be placed on the corner post. Embree, who won last time. Kevin Ross, who needs to get in the winner's circle. Always exciting fights with Ross. He says he will knock out Embree here tonight. Ross says he has never felt better. Says he had the best training camp of his career. And we're about to see this much anticipated rematch. Inside leg kick from Ross. Double jab right hand. Ross. Inside leg again from KR.
Starting faster than he did last time. He talked about that.
Ross with the jab. Wants to pressure Embree early, not allow Embree to set his rhythm. Inside leg kick from Ross. Right hand lead. Good inside leg kick again. It's Kevin Ross scoring in the early get-go.
Picking away, looking for those openings.
Good front kick from Embree. Nice turning right hand from Kevin Ross. Inside leg kick again. It's been a prime weapon for him so far.
Embree tried to fire that counter left hook and missed.
First minute of the opening round going to Kevin Ross. Range finding with the jab. There's the counter right hand off Embree's round kick. Both men do have succulent tattoos on their backs. Very painful tattoo to get. Jab outside leg kick from Ross. Snapping inside leg kick from Ross. Embree can be a bit of a slow starter though, Pat.
Yeah, but I think in this fight he needs to pick up the pace and keep up with Ross. He can't be giving rounds away.
Fake levels there. Good inside leg kick from Embree. Then goes to the outside lead leg and a front kick off the lead leg. Ross downward elbow. Ross, good sidestep. Outside leg kick. Already the lead leg of Embree is bludgeoned red. Might try to get a look at that between rounds when they go to the corner.
And the Embree elbows start.
Embree very dangerous in the clinch, as we saw last time. And Steve Mazzagatti breaks it. Good leg check from Embree. Got to start to protect that lead leg. Nice high knees from Embree to the left rib cage. And Ross gets dunked. I've been glancing up the big screen. There's 13 seconds on the clock. Kevin Ross, good combination.
Yep, finished with a kick. Very nice. Yeah, Ross was looking up at that screen right as he got launched there.
The rematch has begun. Both men pump the fists into the air. Who won that one, Pat?
I think I've got to go with Ross. He just stayed a little bit busier, although Embree landed some really nice kicks. There's Kevin just kicking with the foot there. Embree got back enough to avoid the shin bone digging in. And Embree's leg taking a little bit of a beating. Nice color to it already.
First round damage from Kevin Ross on the elite thigh of Matt Embree.
Break coming now. So timing good now. You're coming better than him. Now break him coming down. Looking for it now. Okay. Looking for it now. Round 2. Go boys. That's it. I need 4 more. 4 numbers.
Kieran Fitzgibbons and the crew in the corner of Kevin Ross. Ross took the first round, 10-9. Ross comes out jabbing. Both men trade leg kicks. Inside leg from Embree. Checks a low kick. Embree's got to protect that lead leg. Double forearm guard from Ross. And Ross going to town again. Embree thought about switching stance to southpaw. Eats an uppercut outside leg kick.
Man, nice little long uppercut there.
Kevin Ross looking on point here tonight. Tries to step through back elbow. Now to clinch up and pull the head down. Embree with the knee. Nice knee again from Embree.
Digging his head in there on Ross. Trying to control position there.
Tried to curl the left knee up to the jawline. Neither man able to snake the double arms through. Embree almost there, and Ross sensed it and drifted out of the clinch. Body shot from Kevin Ross. Good seat to the lead leg from Embree, trying to push that knee back. Catch and sweep. Got the catch part. There's the sweep. Good jab outside thigh kick. Bread and butter combination here for Ross. Liver shot. The old Andy Sauer specialty.
I do like how Kevin's coming forward in this fight a lot more than last time.
Jab from Ross. Embree backs him into the neutral corner. Embree with the knee to the waist. Trying to pull the head down here. Has the full tie clinch on Embree. Good crossing elbow just under the right eye.
Only thrown about 3 or 4 elbows total though.
Oh, and Ross just threw into the canvas like yesterday's garbage. Beautiful execution with a dump there by Kevin Ross.
Yeah, that was beautiful, man. Perfect timing on it.
Step through knee from Embree. And look at the way Embree chambers that right knee. Ross dumped him again. Kevin Ross in control.
Blocking that leg and torquing. Nice rotation to get him off his feet.
Being dumped is not only physically depleting but also mentally draining. The fact that you've got to pick yourself up off the canvas time and time again.
A little demoralizing.
Another very good round here for Ross. Digs in that liver shot. Gets to the inside to avoid the right hand. Crossing elbows from Embree. Knee guard put on there by Ross. Into the round.
And Ross also doing a good job going to the body in that round, landing some nice liver shots.
You don't say that twice. Look at me. He is just trying to slow me down.
Ross on that nice long uppercut, and then the low kick followed up. Good little stuff. Also, he does a good job of following up with the leg after the punch on the same side. Embree missing that sweep there. He tried for it and then finally got it. Ross paid him back later in the round, though. Perfect timing, 1 foot on the ground.
Now, we asked yesterday both guys who their hero was. Kevin Ross said Arturo Gatti. And Embree said Goku from Dragon Ball Z. 2018 after 2 for the Soul Assassin. Kevin Ross in control here. He comes out jabbing and attacking that lead leg that looks like it's been barbecued. Embree looking for a dump. Good jab again from Ross. Embree with the right hand.
A lot of pretty cool technical work going on between these two in the clinch. You can see all the maneuvering and blocking out that they're doing.
Good elbow, tried to lop his ear off with that one. Oh, tried to take his nose off with that one.
He trapped the wrist of Ross. You could see that one coming before he launched it.
Break clean, break clean, break clean.
High knees from both men. Ross getting the better of this exchange. Elbow off the left from the Canadian Embree.
Break clean, break clean, break clean. Step back, step back, step back. Right.
Ross wanted to step through with a back elbow. Embree tries to launch his right elbow. Both men trading knees now. Embree getting the better of that exchange. Ross just shrugs him off.
Yeah, Ross has tried that a couple times, and he's also trying to block the leg and dump Embree. But Embree's wise to it and getting out of the way of it.
Almost at the halfway point of this third round of 5. We've got a 2-rounder to zip in favour of Kevin Ross. Embree with the knee, a solid one.
He launched that one.
Crossing elbow from the Canadian. Now
Embree
starting to fire some heavy artillery.
Embree starts to bounce on his feet when he's going to throw something, whether it's a knee or an elbow. Watch him start bouncing and then he throws.
Embree scoring with this Thai technique on the inside. Elbows and knees. Another elbow from Embree to the jaw.
This is the fight that Embree wants.
Looking for a dump. Much better round here for Embree.
Absolutely, yeah. This is just, like I said, he's slowing Ross down, keeping Ross from outboxing him right now, landing those elbows in the clinch.
Embree did say that was his game plan. Keep locked on the clinch, work the knees and elbows. Don't stay at range. And he stayed at range in the opening rounds. He got that leg tenderized. Here in the third, where he's managed to clinch up, it's been Embree's game. Good knee again. That one to the kidney region of Ross. And Mazzagatti breaks them. Ross working in angles. And again, trying to change it up here. Shake the gumball machine. Elbow from Embree. Oof. 2 rounds to go.
Much better round for Embree that time around. And like I was saying, this is the type of fight that Embree wants. He launched that knee. That one hit very, very hard into Ross's midsection. And also did a good job landing elbows in here. See how he's tying up, getting inside, controlling the arm, trapping the wrist, and then throwing the elbow over the top. He's very good at that inside game.
Don't wrestling with him. Don't wrestling with him because you get tired, okay? Push, down like a sock, down like a okay? Don't wrestling, okay, Manny? Okay? And then...
Interesting that...
He does not want to play. He's tired. He's got a few seconds. And then you're on it. This is yours.
Interesting that Embree's corner was telling him not to wrestle with him, not to clinch up with him when he's doing quite well in there with the elbows and knees. So that's surprising for me.
I agree, Pat. I'm very surprised. That's where Embree's found his rhythm, and he won the round with the clinching. Let's see if Embree listens to the corner. Ross opens up, jabbing and leg kicking as he does for all rounds so far. Embree is looking for the clinch here. This is where it was effective in the third round.
Yeah.
Now Embree ignoring his corner's advice here, moving straight into the clinch up.
Well, obviously you get affirmation of your work in the third round from the clinch, landing all those elbows and knees. It's hard not to go back to it.
Good knee again from Embree off the left leg. Kevin Ross breaks off. Embree winning the exchanges in the clinch. Spinning back elbow from Kevin Ross.
The guy's not afraid to try stuff, is he?
He was brilliant, exciting against Yamato, even though he didn't get the win on Fremont Street. It was one of the fights of 2013. Round kick from Embree goes up. Ross goes down. Good check from Embree.
Really trying to force Ross to fight his fight.
Beautiful left elbow and a dump there from Embree that'll score for him.
Got the glove trapped. He won't let go of it.
Embree winning the exchanges in the clinch. Ross winning from Ray. How will the judges score it? Embree looks like he's the more tired of the two. Catch and sweep, gets a takedown.
Ross did the work for him and just said heck with it and jumped down the ground before he got his leg booted out.
Zagatti breaks them. Underhooks there from Embree.
Ross feeling good right now. I think he thinks Embree's tired. Embree was holding onto that clinch when the referee was trying to break him, which might send the signal that he's tired.
Oh, Ross, how chased my feet. Embree fires back with the knee into the ribcage.
Heard the air leave Kevin Ross on that one.
This is going to be a hard round to score. Ross has had the ranging technique. Embree's had it on the inside. Both men swing with elbows, looking to cut each other. Knee from Kevin Ross, end of the round.
Ross doing a good job. Little front kick to the face. Embree catching the leg and then driving him back into the corner. There's again, nice placement on that. But Embree went back to work on him, drove him back into the ropes, and fired a real nice knee into Ross's body.
Take control, create space. Look at noon. It's very close, it's so close, you have to show the spear. Okay? Okay, Mary, you hear me?
Embree's corner telling him it is a very close fight, and Embree is blowing a little heavy.
He did look like he was puffing and puffing in there. Ross's corner telling him to separate and keep distance and box, which I think is great advice. Got to stop Embree from clinching with him.
Fifth and final round, still anyone's fight for the taking here. Ross opens up at range. Embree wants to lock down with him.
Well, you talk about a desire to get into the clinch.
Ross bouncing around the balls of his feet. Embree a little more flat-footed, wants to clinch up again, and he does. There's the knee from Embree. Can he find an elbow here? Another nicely chambered knee. And again to the waist of Ross. Not really turning the point of the knee in, however. Still they'll score, though, for Embree.
Yeah, Embree's on a mission to get into these clinches.
And he gets the dump. The fourth round was a hard one to score. We gave it a drawn round. And again, we're seeing this contrast. Ross at range, Embree in close. Ross's corner is saying that Embree's tired. Embree knows what works for him and he's trying to stick to it. Good elbow scores.
Slipped it in nicely after the knees to the body. Ross can't get sucked into this game. Embree being smart here.
Mazzagatti breaks them immediately after Embree throws a clean knee pad. It makes no sense.
Do you want to have a talk with Mazzagatti after the show?
I really do.
Okay.
Knee from Ross. Looks for a takedown. Now you can separate them, Steve. There you go. Overhand right as he wades in for another clinch here. Step up knee from Kevin Ross. Embree wants him in the corner, lands a nice knee.
He's got to try and catch Embree coming in with elbows and stuff when he's reaching for that clinch.
And again, Embree snakes the double hand and immediately Mazzagatti breaks them. Some terrible refereeing here from Mazzagatti. Embree takes him down.
Ross is getting mad.
Oh, he clips him. sportsmanship there, though. That touch gloves uppercut from Ross. Under 30 seconds remaining now. Bit of a Donnybrook here in the fifth and final. Kevin Ross with the knees now. Ross is scoring.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the clinch, turn him and put him on the ropes and get to work.
Again, Mazzagatti breaks them, denying Ross the chance to land more knees. End of the round, end of the fight, a fantastic fight.